Welcome to the Manifestation Babe podcast. My name is Catherine Zinkina, and I'm a manifestation expert, master mindset coach, and multiple seven-figure entrepreneur. I'm obsessed with helping you achieve everything that you once thought was impossible. If you're looking to massively up-level your life, your finances, your relationships, your productivity and success, then you have come to the right place. My goal in this podcast is to help you see the infinite potential within yourself to be, do, and have anything that your heart desires. Think of this podcast as your weekly dose of mindset development to help you maximize who you are and where you're going. Leave it to me to provide you with the tools, the resources, the strategies, and teachings that you need to manifest a reality wilder than your wildest dreams. I know we're about to have so much fun together, so thank you so much for pushing play today, and now let's begin. To share or not to share? That is the question. Hey, gorgeous souls, and welcome back to the Manifestation Babe podcast. I am answering a question today that I got over the weekend by someone who is actually another student in a class that I was taking. So I got certified in Theta Healing this weekend, which is awesome. If you guys want to look into it, it's a really cool healing modality that is so simple and easy to use and has created such profound shifts for me in just a couple of days. So it's really, really awesome stuff. But I was in class this weekend and we were talking about manifestation, and both the instructor and the other student, because there's only two of us, which was awesome. It was such a small class environment, at my instructor's house, actually, which was even cooler. So like casual and cozy and comfy. And we learned some awesome stuff together. So we were talking about manifestation, and my instructor and the other student know about my business. They know that manifestation is my thing. And so we were talking about this topic, and the other student asked, actually, she didn't ask a question. She mentioned something that sparked my memory of a question that I get all the time, which is, do I share my manifestations with the world? Like, do I tell them to people what I'm manifesting, or do I keep them to myself? And how there really are two different schools of thought. Some people believe in only keeping it to yourself because you don't want that energy to be spread out. Like, you want to keep that energy condensed within yourself. And if you keep it a secret, only then it's going to manifest. That's what some people believe. And then others believe that in order for it to manifest, you really got to put it out into the world. So you got to share it as much as possible. You got to talk, you got to tell everyone you know, because the more you talk about it, the more you put it out there, the more likely it is to happen, to occur, to manifest, right? And so the way that she brought it up was such a great way to spark this podcast episode, because what she said was, we were writing out all of our manifestations on a list, on a sheet of paper in a list format. So we were asked to write down 35 things that we want to manifest, and we were going to use Theta Healing to basically lock it in, right? And give it up to the universe, give it up to the creator of all that is. That's what they call it in Theta Healing. And then we're going to visualize and it's going to manifest, right? We just got to let it go, surrender, whatever, basic manifestation process. And so she said, this is all great, but then all I'm going to do is hear my mom's voice being like, why aren't you a millionaire yet? Are you a millionaire? See, it doesn't work. Are you a millionaire yet? Why aren't you a millionaire yet? Like that, she can already hear her mom's voice saying that to her as she's going through this process. And I told her, I said, hey, I think this will be really helpful for you because I help, a lot of people manifest, and that's what I do. And that's my jam. That's what I'm most passionate about and excited about. And I've helped so many students with this exact scenario that you're describing, where when you are first beginning your journey, for instance, when you don't yet have the necessary faith within your abilities or within your manifestations and within the universe or whatever it is that you are believing in and having faith in order for it to manifest, it is best to keep your manifestations to yourself. And the reason why I say this is because when you are still working on your ability to believe, like when you're still working on your own faith and your own belief in the process, you are very vulnerable and susceptible to other people's opinions because you are not yet strong enough to stand on your own and be like, world, I don't care what you think. I'm going to manifest this anyway, right? You don't have that foundation yet because you don't have enough proof that this process actually works. It's only when you build up enough proof that you are able to literally post your whatever you want to manifest on the internet, right? And for it to manifest. Because here's the thing. And for those of you who are my students, or those of you who have commented in the past when I ask, hey, what would you like to manifest in your life? Or like if you're my student, we obviously talk about all the things that we're going to manifest in the Facebook group, for instance, for like Manifestation Babe Academy and Rich Babe Academy. Before you freak out and think that you shouldn't have done that while you're still building your foundation, let me explain one more thing. It is only when you are susceptible to unsupportive environments that you should keep the manifestation to yourself. Because if you have like a family member or a friend or your coworkers who just aren't that happy with their own lives and don't believe in this stuff either, when they say, oh, yeah, right, that's not going to happen, you are more likely to believe them over listening to yourself and believing in your manifestation. Because when they say, oh, you can't do that, you actually have more proof of what they're saying than you have of what you are saying. And because you have more proof of what they are saying, which is, oh, that's not going to happen, that'll never happen, right? You can't do that. Because you technically do have more proof of that right now because it hasn't yet manifested, you will actually be influenced by their opinions, and therefore it's going to be much harder for you to manifest what you want. When you have, on the other hand, built up enough, and again, this is for unsupportive environments. So if you have friends who are so excited for you and are on their own manifestation journeys and love talking about this stuff, then share with them all you can. Because if you're in a supportive, empowering environment, their energy of just like, yeah, you can do it, right? Their applause for you or excitement for you or all this energy that they're generating around your manifestation can actually help you. So it's great to share in a supportive environment. But generally, the general public, for instance, like if you just share it on Instagram before you're ready, before you have that faith and belief in yourself, then that can get really messy because again, you're going to have comments being like, yeah, right, you can't do this, whatever, whatever. Now, once you build that foundation and once you have that faith within yourself where you can stand alone and be like, I really don't care what you say because I know that my world is only created by my own beliefs and your world is only created by your beliefs. And what you believe to be true about my world is not going to affect me. It's only going to affect you. Once you understand that and you truly believe that and have faith in that, then feel free to share whatever it is that you want with whomever you want. I share what I'm manifesting all the time on Instagram, on my podcast, on stage, wherever, with my friends, with strangers even. And I have heard all kinds of variations of responses to what I share with people from, oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, girl, get it. Or how is that going to happen? Or that's not possible. Or who are you to want that, right? I've heard it all. However, where I currently am within my journey, I'm able to stand alone because I have this foundation. I have so much proof in my life that it works. It's ridiculous that I do not let anyone else's beliefs or opinions about my abilities to manifest affect me. So in this case, you are more than welcome to share whatever you want to manifest with the whole world, and absolutely nobody can affect it. So to share or not to share, it just depends where you guys are, right? If you are more vulnerable and more susceptible to other people's opinions, that I would keep everything to yourself for now and then share it with the world once it has manifested. And then that's going to be like an amazing validation for you of being like, oh my God, it worked. It freaking worked. And then you do it again and it works again and you do it again and it works again. And you're like, holy shit. And then you're able to share with the world pre-manifestation, right? And there's all kinds of other things I can say about this. Like there's obviously superstitions, but really superstitions only work if you, or are only true if you believe in them. Because I can think about all of my Russian superstitions from my Russian background that come in regards to this topic. But I've trained myself essentially to ignore all superstitions because it really is just a belief in that something bad is going to happen if you do something. And is that really empowering us? Is that like more of an ego way of thinking? Is that a limited way of thinking, right? To think that you're going to be punished for doing something, right? You're going to be punished if you put your purse on the ground, or you're going to be punished if you cross the road after a black cat has crossed it, right? There's all these superstitions. And so I can think of so many superstitions in regards to this topic, but I'm not even going to mention them because it doesn't matter. Because all that matters is how you feel about your own manifestation. If you feel confident, share it. If you don't yet feel confident, then keep it to yourself. So that would be my answer to this question. I hope this was helpful for you guys. It's a short episode. I know I always say like, hey guys, this is going to be a short episode, and then it turns into an hour. I stopped saying that because I just want to record it and then be like, oh, look, it was a short episode, or oh, look, it was a very, very long episode. So anyway, let me know what you guys' takeaways are. If you had this question before, if this question was answered, if you guys have additional questions, take a screenshot of this episode, tag me on Instagram, share what you thought, share it with people who also have this question. Leave me a comment or a DM, somehow reach out to me and let me know what you thought of this episode. And as always, as I've mentioned in the last 2 episodes, if you guys leave a review for the Manifestation Babe podcast, I am giving you guys a free gift, which is a manifestation hypnosis in exchange just for leaving a review. All you got to do is click write a review. You screenshot the review before you send it in, then send it in, then send the screenshot to hello@manifestationbabe.com, and my team will send you a link with instructions and the audio for the manifestation hypnosis. And hypnosis is very, very powerful for helping you rewire your subconscious mind to eliminate all your negative limiting beliefs and instead replace them with new, empowering, positive beliefs to help you manifest a better life. So definitely get that. Definitely leave a review. And of course, I appreciate you guys as always so much for listening and for writing a review. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Please let me know if you have any other questions. I am all up for these shorter Q&A formats. So please let me know and have a fantastic day. Mwah. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes so that I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up the extra inspiration on Instagram by following @ManifestationBabe or visiting my website at manifestationbabe.com. I love and adore you so much and can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out there and manifest some magic.